Story be told that R&B genre died sometime in 2005. Now the truth of the matter is negotiable, but it's no secret that R&B just ain't what it used to be. Along with the growing popularity of rap and hip-hop, left a major hole in the R&B genre, and many of our faves unfortunately just couldn't stick around and adapt to the forever changing music scene. One of those being 2000s singer Lloyd. Getting the attention of Murda Inc.'s Gotti and Epic Records' Reid, who both wanted to sign him to their labels, Lloyd decided to go with Irv, and his career would take off like never before, with the release of his debut single, SouthSide, featuring label mate Ashanti. His debut album of the same name achieved him major success, and his follow-up albums garnered him many accolades, earning him top Billboard positions and achievements. Although he was in stardom bag, what Lloyd didn't know was that he had joined Murda Inc. at their most trying time. Beef between G-Unit's 50 Cent and Inc.'s Ja Rule had fans taking and switching sides faster than a tennis ball at Wimbledon. Murda Inc. would become a sinking ship, unfortunately, with Lloyd still aboard. But fortunately, collabs with Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj, and more had put Lloyd on the map once again before he'd seem to disappear from the spotlight altogether. So whatever happened to him, and what was the incident that Lloyd says put his career on pause for nearly 6 years? Similar to many breakout artists, Lloyd first stepped onto the scene as 1/4 of the all-male boy group In Tune. The group gained some momentum amongst a young audience and released a few tunes here and there before splitting up in 2001. No longer able to pursue music as a foursome, Lloyd embarked on his solo journey, getting signed by a small label as then a team. The musical gigs may have been slacking, but his talent was evident. It wouldn't be till 2003 when Murda Inc. founder Gotti had discovered Lloyd and wanted to sign him on the spot. Only problem being that another music executive and producer, Reid, had also wanted to sign him. A tug of war between the two ensued, with Irv ultimately getting the upper hand, and Lloyd would soon find himself signing his musical rights away. Y'all know how that goes. It wouldn't be till 2004 when Lloyd had dropped his first major project, SouthSide. The title track of the same name featured Ashanti, and the song swiftly charted on the Billboard Top 100 and even became a top 40 hit. As you'd expect, this of course put Lloyd on the map, and his career was getting the stepping stool it had deserved. He'd appear on other songs featuring his label mates and steadily gained recognition. His second studio album, Street Love, was released 2 years later in 2007. And had become the biggest selling body of work. It debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and features the hits You featuring Lil Wayne and Get It Shawty. You became his first ever top 10 single on Billboard's Hot 100, and Get It Shawty saw similar success, reaching the 16th spot as well as number 4 on the top R&B hip-hop songs chart. With the success of You, Lloyd was pretty much seen as the go-to male vocalist for any hip-hop track in need of one. The plot thickens when Murda Inc. and 50 Cent's label G-Unit decided to pull a Bad Boy and Death Row, eventually bringing the music beef to the streets. The beef was more so between 50 and Murda Inc.'s Ja Rule, and word on the street is kinda iffy, with several versions of the origin of the beef being told over the years. The first being that an associate of 50's had robbed Ja Rule for his chain back in '99. When Ja spotted the chain snatcher King with 50 Cent in a club, Ja was having none of it when 50 came up to him trying to say what's up. Another version being that 50 felt some type of way after Gotti basically snubbed him on the set of a video shoot and had passed on the opportunity to sign 50 at the time. Whichever villain origin is accurate, the matter of the fact still stood. A decade long, and might I add, petty beef had begun. The beef led to sides being taken, and Murda Inc. unfortunately didn't have the upper hand this time. Sales had declined for Murda Inc. as a whole, and Lloyd was basically guilty by association. The label would eventually come crumbling down, and Lloyd would jump ship to Interscope Records in March of 2010. Up till this point, Lloyd's career was pretty stagnant. That is until he hopped on track with Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj, and the whole Young Money crew to give us the catchiest hook of 2010 with the song Bedrock. The song single-handedly further catapulted his career along with Nicki, Drake, and the Young Money imprint. It's safe to say that this exit from Murda Inc. didn't put a dent on his career. Lloyd was also feeling pretty bold because he'd end up on a track called Let's Get It In with 50 Cent. Despite his ex-label being near extinct by this point And Lloyd never once badmouthing Irv or Murda Inc. as a whole, Irv took it upon himself to drag Lloyd by his curls. During an interview with MTV Rap Fixes Live's Sway Calloway, Irv decided to tell us how he really felt about his fellow artists leaving the label when the tough got going. He disclosed that his relationship with Ashanti had amended, but the relationship with Lloyd was long gone, and basically told him he could kick rocks with no shoes on. Lloyd, I have no love for, because there's a person that I helped out. The minute he left, I let you go. I wanted you to leave. I let you go. And you gonna say, well, Gotti did this and Gotti did that. You went platinum with Gotti. You went gold with Gotti. You went platinum with Gotti again. What you doing now with Interscope? Would you sell like 15 units? I'm not saying to pay homage to me, but don't crap on me. I let you go. Get out of here. He could walk past me, be hit by a car. I'd be like, oh word, he got hit by a car. Yo BJ, let's go get something to eat. To clarify, Lloyd never said anything outright bad about his time at Murda Inc. unless you consider conversation about his experience at the label. An example being when he said that the label wasn't curating producers, and it had gotten to the point where Lloyd had to do everything himself. He released his fourth album, King of Heart, in July 2011, and features the singles Lay It Down, aka the Yodel song, If You Know, You Know, Cupid, and Dedication to My Ex, featuring Andre 3000. He released his first mixtape, The Playboy Diaries Volume 1, in 2012, and it has a pretty impressive list of features that include Lil Wayne, August Alsina, and Tra the Truth, and more. It would be years before Lloyd would come back onto the scene, dropping his first album and EP since 2011. True EP was released in 2016 and features the leading single, True, a true testament to Lloyd's signature sound and loyal fanbase. In regards to how the song came about, Lloyd mentioned that the loss of his unborn child due to an unapproved abortion was the driving force and left a huge hole in his heart. The follow-up album that goes by the same name was released on August 31st of 2018. Similar to his other projects, this album also includes a few known names such as Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, Seven Streeter, and the City Girls. Besides the title track, the song featuring the City Girls, Caramel, was released as a single and has cultivated millions of views among streaming platforms. Apart from the music, he debuted his acting chops in 2019 when he starred as Gregory Williams in TV1's The Bobby DeBarge Show. In 2020, it was announced that he, along with Omarion, Soulja Boy, and Bow Wow, and more, were scheduled to go on a Millennium Tour that'd take place in 2021. His wish of having a child came true when his longtime girlfriend gave birth to their son, River, and she'd give birth again to their daughter in 2018. Lloyd was a part of a period of music where one didn't really need a gimmick to make it, which is, as you know by now, isn't so much the case anymore. And he's content with not releasing any new music for the time being. One thing's for sure, his music remains a staple stamped in our R&B nostalgia memory bank, and we hope to hear new music from him soon. Do you think the Murda Inc.'s downfall halted or helped Lloyd's career? Let us know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more true celebrity stories.